down, and it is.
You better you bet. Who sang that?
Okay, another mod.
Who sang you better you bet?
I don't know.
You don't remember the song?
If it's before my time, well, I can't say that because I'm sure maybe I've heard it before. It's just not ringing a bell right now.
You better you bet. Was it the Kinks?
Was that no? It couldn't have been Lola by the Kinks.
No,
I've heard
no.
that.
The song was called "You Better You Bet." Not Lola. I mean, I know the song Lola, but there's a song "You Better You Bet." I don't remember who sings it.
I'm sure it's something I've heard at some point in time. It's just not, like I said, not ringing a bell right now.
Well, hi, everyone, and welcome one and all to the Monday night live sale. And I'm actually going to fiddle around with my screen for a minute. Hopefully you're looking at me, and you're also looking at the Vintage Vinny.
The tired Vintage Vinny.
Well, you could have had, you can take the night off anytime you want. I did a solo flight last month. Well, Dee came in. I didn't ask Dee. She came in on her own, but I did pretty well. On Memorial Day night, I gave you the night off. I didn't miss anything.
It does. It does, Karen. I need to get it cut again before we go.
I was in the middle of complimenting myself, Vinny. And
I was responding to the chat.
I know. No, but I'm glad Vinny is here moderating tonight. Hold on, good folk, while I do something with this computer. Okay. Why do you... Okay. You know what? Every time. Anyway, who sings You Better You Bet? Did anybody tell us in the chat?
Someone said The Who.
Oh, it was The Who. That's right. The Who. It was The Who.
English rock bands.
What?
They were English, weren't they?
The Who?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't listen. I wasn't really a fan of, that's not what I was listening to in those days.
What song do I know by The Who that I really like?
I don't know. But
I'm going to look it up real quick.
I'll tell you what. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Monday Night Live Sale. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, broadcasting live from the 1925 Bungalow. And with me tonight as my moderator extraordinaire is the Vintage Vinny, who is in another state on the Eastern Shore. Well, not really on the Eastern Shore, but he is in Maryland.
Merland, as we say here.
And we're going to have a live sale tonight. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you what I am excited about tonight's live sale because I have got some stuff. And well, I always have stuff. 25 items in 2 hours. And you're going to see the usual. You always get a piece of EAPG. There's always a piece of depression glass. There's always a little bit of Art Deco. But I've got some things tonight I am so excited about. I've got lamps. I've got electrical things. I've got stuff. So I invite everybody to join in. You don't need to pre-register, and please don't. That only confuses me. So you don't have to pre-register. But I will ask, if you are new and you've never purchased before, make sure that you send your information to Old Curiosity Shop 99@gmail.com. It's somewhere around here. It's in the description box underneath of the video. And Vinny and some other moderators will also throw it in to the chat once in a while. And I want to thank the other moderators that I have with me tonight. And I see Elderly Poodle, and I believe KP is here as well. I'm kind of looking at the chat just to see who my other moderators are that help me out in the chat. They kind of keep an eye on things. And it keeps everything running smoothly. Hi, Steve. Hi, Karen. So I appreciate everybody who helps out there in the chat. And I'll try to keep my eyes on that. Then you remind me if I'm skipping anybody. Thanks to Dee last week, who came in and helped out a little bit near the end. Vinny, I hope you had a good night off last Monday night.
I did, and I needed it.
Vinny, I've told you anytime you are not obligated to do this. There's KP. Okay, she's here, and thank you, KP. Huh? Oh, he's still saying he needed it.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I hope nobody can hear a really loud vibration in my background. I have a fan going because it is hot as Hades in this room. That's all I'm hoping it's not loud enough.
I don't hear anything. And there's Rob, who also has a wrench. Rob, I want to thank you, who is also one of my, Rob and Cheryl, who are also moderators. What was I about to say? Oh, I have an electric fan running as well. I don't have any air conditioning on. As I've said before, I don't like turning it on until I absolutely have to. Yeah. So the windows are open and the electric fan is running because I'm under these hot ring lights. So that makes it warm. I'm going to sell 25 items tonight, or attempt to. And I will hold the item up, describe it. You guys know how these auctions work. You, all new bidders are welcome. You know, you don't have to have ever bid on anything before. Make sure you're in live chat. And also, don't forget as well, if you see an item that you're really interested in, don't wait until 3, 2, 1, because you might miss out due to a lag. And I don't want that to happen to you. I ship from the Philadelphia, South Jersey area, and I do not charge anything for packing materials and whatnot. And I usually buy my own boxes. Most of the time I do. Sometimes I use the free ones from UPS. But I use Pirate Ship, which allows me to ship to you the cheapest way possible. And that could be United States Post Office. It could be Speedy. What is it called? Priority Mail. But it could also be what the old song, A Slow Boat to China. It could be the slow way if that's the cheapest way to get it to you. And I pack it the best way that I can. I have to admit, my packages are not beautiful. All right.
Mine aren't either.
You don't get beautiful pieces of tissue paper cut with pinking shears. But my goal is to get it into a box and get it to you as safely as possible. And I do use new packing materials. You get all those ripped up grocery bags. We call them Acme bags here in the East. That's our grocery store. Because it's good, heavy, stiff paper. And I buy those new in bulk. So that's the way I ship. I appreciate that, KP. Thank you. I pack it as best as I can. We're going to momentarily put Vinny in the background, but you'll still be able to hear him. And Vinny will jump in momentarily. And he'll say, we have an opening bid of $10. And he'll pop in once in a while and tell us where we are on the bids. And he will also call the shots. So it's what Vinny sees on his screen. And Vinny, what else have you got to say? I'm gonna see you in about 10 days.
I can't believe it. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I do ask one thing of everyone. If you're here all the time, you know this. Just keep the chatter down while the offer-ups are going. I've made so many mistakes in the past of saying so-and-so won it when really it was somebody else because it flies like a bolt of lightning. So just please try to refrain from talking while these auctions are going. It helps me. It helps you all.
So, and I appreciate, so just to clarify, Vinny, and we do this, like, Vinny's not saying that you can't chat with each other. But when we get to the countdown, 10, 9, 8, if you'll pull back at the countdown so that Vinny can clearly see who the winner is, that's, and that's just so that on his end, it makes it a little bit easier for him to see who the winner is. But I want you to have a good time and chat with each other otherwise, and you don't have to buy anything. You can just be here to enjoy this neat old stuff.
Ooh,
it is now 8:10, Vinny. That means it's time to get started.
All righty.
Tony Danza is here. Is it Tony Danza from the, what was that TV show?
Who's the Boss?
Yeah, is that what I see? I don't know. I guess
No,
I can't.
Tony Danza, not Danza. Danza.
Oh well, you know me and my poor old astigmatism and my old progressive lens eyeballs. All right, wave bye-bye, Vincent. We're gonna put you in the background.
Okay, bye.
But Vinny will be back at 10 o'clock. Vinny, we're gonna do a little show and tell at 10? Maybe
We
so?
can, but I don't think I have anything to show and tell.
Well,
today.
you got 2 hours off camera to go find something. The people want to. All right. Let's get to the layout here. What am I doing? I'm up here pointing at everybody.
Well, I don't know if I showed it last time. I have something I don't know if everyone's seen, but that's okay. We'll worry about it later.
All right, let's go to the layout and we'll just do that. Okay, that means it's time to get started. We are going to begin tonight. Da, 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 da. That's a Broadway song, isn't it? We're going to start off and we're going to ask an opening bid for this little attractive Nippon set. You're going to get the salt and pepper shaker. I think my lights are too bright. Is it washed? Does it look washed out?
Yeah, it does.
It does. So that means if I pull it back, it's not so bad. If I move it forward, let me go all the way. Okay, that's better. So we're looking for an opening bid of, make sure you're in live chat as well, everyone, and refresh often. So there are no chips or cracks on this beautiful little Nippon set. Look at the delicate green color. And so we have a salt and a pepper shaker.
What's it start at again?
12.
12, okay.
And this is
all in the chat.
It's all hand painted on this little porcelain set. One cork is missing. That's pretty typical, but it really is pretty. And I hope you can see that the lights aren't washing it out too much. A little salt and pepper shaker, salt and pepper shakers. And look at the little jam pot, mustard pot, horseradish. I'd put horseradish in there if it were up to me.
Right.
Isn't that neat?
So Karen Ruiz starts us at $16.
And you get the little spoon with the paint on it, and it's the matching spoon. Look at that. It's just lovely. So sort of a little bit of a Art Nouveau feel to these handles on the side. And that would make sense because marked Nippon means this was made sometime between 1891, 92 to 1921, a period of about 30 years when Nippon appeared on porcelain, and then the word was changed to Japan. It had to be changed in 1921. So no repairs, no chips, no cracks on this cute little set. And if you'll tell me where we are on the high bid, Vinny, I'll count it down.
All right, Benita Taylor has it at, Karen Ruiz has it at 30.
We're going to count this little set down, and here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think my favorite is that little spoon.
Okay. Right. That was sold to Karen Ruiz for $30.
Thank you, Karen. I don't know what you would put. What are you going to put in there, Karen? We want to know. I want to know.
Oops. Sugar or salt?
Yeah, sugar or salt.
What about mustard? Like mustard powder?
Mustard would be great. Next up, look at this. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's an 8-inch cranberry glass vase. And this thing is so attractive. We're going to start out at $12 on it. And it is 8 inches tall. I don't know who manufactured this little thing, but it has a clear bottom, clear glass bottom. And look at the ruffled top. Beautiful cranberry glass. I think it's a beautiful piece. And you'll notice right in the middle of it here, this needs to be cleaned on the inside. I can't find my little inserting scrubby brush thing to get in to try to get in there. But there seems to be a little bit of cloudiness just right around there. We'll back up a little bit. I may have.
Cat Givens is at 15. And
The
Florida
neat thing-
Golden Girl wants to know if it glows. I don't think it does.
No, Florida Golden Girl is messing, Vinny. She is messing with us, and she knows it.
Okay.
Florida Golden, you know that thing doesn't glow. They're picking on me, Vinny. They love to do that. They're trying to get me ruffled up. They're trying to get me ruffled up like this ruffled top here. Now, notice the thing I like about it is not only did they crimp the top, but they twisted it a little bit. Which you see that how they twisted it at the top?
Yeah.
I know. You had to ask. I think it's hilarious. The high bid right now, Kat Givens, is at, it looks like it's at 15. And no chips, no cracks. Beautiful, delicate little cranberry vase. Why don't we count it down?
Nope.
Should we do that?
Yeah, I just had to get my sold ready.
I pulled the lights back a little bit. Is it still looking okay, everybody? It was just a little too bright, I think.
Looks fine on my end.
Okay, so I pulled back just a little bit. And that might be better. Let me click over here and get on live chat. And then we'll count this down. The high bid right now is $15, and we're counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the cranberry vase.
Okay. Oh, I keep thinking to get rid of that stupid button. All right, it's sold to Kat Givens for 15.
Thank you, Kat. Kat Givens.
I'm gonna put your email in just in case. I don't know if she's bought from you before or not. So
She has.
Oh, okay.
She has.
Well, it's in the chat if anybody needs it.
Thanks for putting that in there. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It is a whopping 12 inches tall milk glass vase. Now, this is marked Westmoreland glass on the bottom.
That was
And
gonna be my second guess.
the WG, so the 60s, something like that. I mean, it was, I forget when they started marking their glass, but this wouldn't be anything antique, but it is probably about 50 years old.
What's
We're
the
going to
start?
It's at $15 is the start.
Okay.
And it's 12 inches tall, but look how wide it is. I mean, good heavens. None of the little fingers are broken off either. That's 5 inches. You can shove a lot of gladiolas down in there. I'm telling you that. Jody has 15 milk glass faces. I think you might mean vases, but I don't know. Rob has come in with a bid of 20. It has a quilted diamond pattern on it. Are you seeing that? Trying to get you this.
It's got kind of like a diamond pressed texture to it, I think.
Yeah,
I've seen those before.
With all those little fingers, Westmoreland glass. It's nice and clean and tall. And so if you're a milk glass person, there you go. All right, so let's do this again. Hold on for just a moment. Vinny, I am hearing a lot of noise on your end.
It's probably the fan.
No, I hear something other than a fan. It sounds like a radio or a TV or something. Maybe it's my imagination.
There's nothing going in here besides the fan.
Yeah, I don't hear anything now. All right, counting it down. I pulled the lights back a little bit. I don't know where we are on this. I think we're at $20 on the vase.
Yeah, still 20.
All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it.
Okay. Oh, I did it again.
What'd you do, Vinny?
I keep hitting that live chat button on the stream on my phone when it's moved to the comment section. Okay, so it sold to Mo513 for 24.
Mo.
Oops.
Let's see. I don't think I'm familiar. Where is that?
It's right above the sold.
Mo513.
Uh-huh.
Welcome, Mo. I think Mo is new. So whoever you are, Mo, I'm glad to have you with us tonight. If you have any questions, the folks here in the live chat will be happy to help you out with any information that you might need. So thank you so much, Mo. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Janie. All right, I'm going to refresh and I'm going to go over here and hit top chat, live chat. Make sure we're looking good. We've got 315 folks watching tonight. And so I welcome everybody, and I'm glad you're here to the first live sale in June, right? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, next up is choice, right? The highest bidder gets to pick the one they want. Which one do you want? Well, what are you selling? Well, what I'm selling are two wonderful pictures, Pitchers. We're starting at 15 doll hairs. You can have the orange one or the yellow one. Now, the yellow one is marked Stangle on the bottom. Very good. The orange one, nothing. All right, so we don't know. No chips, no cracks. No damage on either one of these ball pitchers. I love a good old ball pitcher, don't you? Now, the yellow Stangle ball pitcher has a ice lip, and it has a ribbed effect, and I love that handle. You guys like Stangle? Do you find it where you are, Vinny?
I see a lot of like the gold speckled stuff, like with the white or the blue. But I don't see, well, I'm sure I've seen those. I just never picked it up to look at the bottom to see if it was Stangle.
Well, and if I remember correctly, Stangle was made in Trenton, New Jersey, or Trenton, as we say. Wasn't it made in Trenton?
You have Karen Ruiz right now at 15.
We say Trenton around here, or, some of us do. Anyway, so you can have the orange pot pitcher, rather, with an ice lip as well, or an ice guard. Yeah. Or the yellow Stangle. Now, as I said, neither one of them have crazing. Neither one of them are chipped, and neither one of them have any cracks or any damage at all. So, nice, big, heavy pottery pitchers. These are all set to go. And the highest bidder picks the one they want. So the highest bidder right now is Karen. At 15. I like the colors as well. Correct, Stangle was made in Trenton. We're going to count it down. Ready? Here we go. The highest bid right now is $22. And what color are they on the inside? The orange one is orange on the inside, and the yellow one is yellow on the inside. So they are painted on the inside. Is that what you asked, Rob? What color are the insides?
Yeah, you did. He did.
Okay. They're glazed on the inside as well. So orange is all the way orange in there. Are you seeing it? I hope it's hard to get you to.
Okay.
And yellow. Huh? We all right?
Yeah.
So we'll count them down. The highest bidder gets to choose the one they want. The highest bid right now is
35.
Okay, and counting it down: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, I'm refreshing. Okay, so Terry Trahan has it at 38. Terry, I do want to ask you politely, please don't put $37.99. Please put 38. No 99 cents, please.
99 cents, 99 cents. Thank you, Terry. Terry, which one? You said Terry has it at 38, Vinny?
Yes, Terry Trahan has it at 38, and she would like the yellow one.
Okay, 38. Terry, thank you.
Okay. Okay, Jody.
What's wrong?
She said she means 00, but it's coming up 99. Okay.
Jody or Terry? You're confusing me. Anyway, so
no, never mind. I got it. Don't worry.
Okay, so Terry Trahan takes the yellow Stangle at 38.
Yep.
And our second runner-up, or our first runner-up, would be
then Karen Ruiz, and that was at $35.
So we want to see if Karen wants the orange.
Yes.
She does, or we're waiting to see if she does?
We're waiting to see if she wants it.
Okay.
She says she'll pass.
So rather than try to go see who it was in third place, we're going to put it away and we're going to come back to it. Unless Vinny can see it quickly. Unless somebody jumps in.
Terry Trahan was the other higher bidder, but LNG came in at 26.
She's third place. LNG, do you want the orange one at 26? Hello,
hi, Tommy.
Tommy is another moderator, and we're happy to have him here tonight. Thank you, Tommy, for being here and helping out. We'll just wait and see. You'll pop in and tell me, Vinny, if the person that you mentioned wants that, and you'll have to remind me of the price because I've forgotten it already.
All right, so we'll see if LNG wants it for 26.
So LNG, we're going to wait and see if LNG pops in. There will be an intermission at 9 o'clock. And Ellen, we're going to move on. We haven't heard from Ellen yet. Oh, she says yes.
Yes, she wants it. All right.
Was that 26?
That's $26. Yep.
Ellen G. Thank you, Ellen. And you may be new to me as well. And if you're not new and I'm just forgetting you, I apologize. But if you're new, welcome. It's so nice to have new folks here. Don't forget that you can email your information to oldcuriosityshop99@gmail.com. And remember, I need your name, your mailing address, and the email address connected to your PayPal account. And then that way I can send you an invoice. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Next up, I love this. Now, I'll tell you what, we're going to start at 19 on this. $19, and this is a marriage. I was playing matchmaker. Now, this might not be a good marriage, but you'll have to let me know what you think. But we are starting out at $19. This is a beautiful piece of Westmoreland glass. It is satin glass, and guess what, everybody? Everybody asked me, does it what? Yes, it does. This beautiful bottom piece here, Westmoreland glass, does glow. It's beautiful satin. And what am I marrying it with? Another piece of Westmoreland glass. Look at that. Not a bad marriage, huh?
No.
Vinny, do you support this union?
That's not a bad marriage.
Not bad. Both made by Westmoreland. I told you where we're starting, right, with the bids.
Mm-hmm. That's in there.
This piece here is actually the Lotus. Well, I have to tell you, this would have had a Lotus cup also in frosted green. Long gone. Who knows what happened to it? Uncle Henry broke it. So all we've got is the Lotus plate on the bottom. But I'm going to pair it with what would be just a sherbet dish. This was for serving. You could use it as a candy dish, but this came as a service to serve pudding or ice cream or different types of things. And it's the paint is on the outside, and the inside is clear glass. And you've got pink around the top of the lotus leaves and yellow on the stem. And this is all glass. And it's really cool. Westmoreland glass, and this goes all the way back to the Depression era. Good glass. But once again, I'm marrying the two together. So I'm giving you the yeah.
Karen's at 19.
So thank you, Sharon.
Karen Ruiz is.
You get the underplate and the beautiful lotus bowl. Wouldn't that be fantastic on your Easter table? Put your oyster crackers in there or a big old deviled egg in there. I just think that since we have the lotus flower, it goes with the lotus leaf on the bottom. So we will count this down now, and just so that you know, it stands in the place where it works. It stands 4 inches tall and about 4 inches in diameter. No chips, no cracks, pretty Westmoreland glass. So we're going to count it down now, and here we go. The highest bid is, I think, 20. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the Westmoreland lotus leaf glass.
Okay.
Okay.
Sold to Crazy Cat for 23.
Sold to Crazy Cat.
Mm-hmm. For $23.
Crazy Cat.
But both start with the letter K of her name.
Okay. I think I'm getting a lot of new names tonight. I love it. I love my old folks and I love my new folks. So absolutely welcome to all the new folks. So glad you're here and having a good time and finding things to add to your own collections. Speaking of your own collections, we're going to go on to the next item now. Thank you, Crazy Cat. Thank you to everyone who has placed bids. Let's all take a moment and hit refresh. We now have 347 folks with us. And if you'll give me a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. I would absolutely love it. Hello, first time. If you are first time, who you calling old? I'm calling you old, KP. You is old. I'm just playing with you, KP. You know I have a sense of humor. What? He's got the whole mixing bowl set, all 4 of them? How do you do it? Vinny, how do I do it?
Magic.
There's just so much here on the old Northeast coast.
There is.
To find. We're starting out at $30. $30 on the 4-piece Federal mixing bowl set with the rolled edges. Oh my word. All 4 bowls, mixing bowls. We're talking about bowls that are now about 90 years old. This goes back to the 1930s, and it's that beautiful amber glass. They are, it's Federal, not a chip, not a crack. These are clean, and they are ready for your next batch of Snicker Doodles. So,
we got Rob at 30.
We got Rob at 30. Now, what size do we have? We've got the little one at 7 inches. That's Federal glass there. We've got his older brother at 7.5 inches. And the older sister at, I believe, 8 inches. And then the big mama here at either 8.5 or 9. So you get the whole set, all 4 of them. Beautiful amber glass mixing bowls. I love this rolled edge over here. And I don't know about you, but I like to rotate things. And so if you use your jadeite or your other colors throughout the year, isn't it neat? How many of you in the autumn season, like as soon as Labor Day weekend is over, you're ready to start decorating in those wonderful autumn colors? Give your jadeite a rest and get out your amber mixing bowls. You know those autumn cookies are going to taste so much better.
Patsy M is at 55.
In an amber mixing bowl set. So it's fun to decorate with autumn colored glass or use it year round. So I want to thank everyone for bidding, and we're going to go ahead and count the amber set down. The highest bid is 55, and if there are no questions, we will count this beautiful mixing bowl set down. You all right, Vinny?
Uh-huh.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
It is nice to see a whole set. I agree with that.
All right. Terry Trehan for 65.
Terry Trehan at 65.
I think my mom had the large one when I was growing up, and when she served green beans in it, I remember.
She served green beans in it.
Of that exact same set. She had one of them. I don't know if it was the big one, the middle one, the third one. She had one of them, and she served green beans in them.
Terry, thank you so much. I'm excited to be shipping these to you soon, and I appreciate everyone who has placed their bids. Congratulations and thank you. It is fun to find a complete set when you can, and you can't always, sometimes you have to piecemeal them together. What I have next is a big vase. Now, it's got some calcium deposits on the inside. I'm going to tell you that first before you bid. As usual, that may or may not come out. Now, this is aqua colored glass, and I've seen this sort of, it might be hazel atlas, might not be. But it's an aqua colored vase that would really date probably to that 1950s era, that mid-century era. And we're going to ask an opening bid of $15 on it. Excuse me. It's nice and heavy, and it stands 8 inches tall. It has no chips or cracks. It stands 8 inches tall, and it's got a twisted optic effect. Yeah. I'll let you see the bottom of it.
Sassy Girls at 15.
Yeah, that's a good question. Can you use Effordent to get that off? I get questions like that a lot. I never have luck with denture cleaner. Now, there are a million things you can try, and I've tried them all in my 40 years of fiddling with old glass. And there are all kinds of remedies, and everybody can put all their remedies in there: lemon juice and vinegar and steel wool and ammonia and barkeeper's friend and SOS pads and what am I forgetting? Toilet bowl cleaner, toothpaste, denture cleaner,
Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzer. There are a million things that you can
vinegar.
try. Vinegar. Sometimes you can clean it, but sometimes you can't. If it is sick glass, there is no cure. That means if the glass is actually damaged, if the surface of the glass is damaged, it's damaged for life, and that's it. But if it's like a calcium deposit on the surface, you can get that off, but you got to experiment with it. And sometimes I spend some time trying to clean, and sometimes I don't. So this would be maybe it'll come clean, and maybe it won't. So I don't see any bids, and so that's I'll put this aside and possibly.
You do. You have one. You started at 15, and it was Sassy Girl at 15.
Okay, I don't. If you heard that, I apologize. I didn't hear you. So if it's at 15, that's the high bid. We will go ahead and count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. So Sassy Girl was the only one who made a bid, so that's the one that wins it. So yay, Sassy Girl.
At 15. All right. Next up today, we have an EAPG vase. No, we don't. I think I mean this. And I hope the person who asked me about this is here tonight. This is something that I showed you when Patrick and I did a show and tell. Let me give you the, this, we're starting out at $15 on this as well. This stands 7 inches tall. This is old, everybody. This is a beautiful etched EAPG, early American pressed glass, pattern glass pitcher. And I had this in a show and tell, and then I forgot to sell it. So I don't know if the person, I hope the person who was asking me about it is here. This thing is wonderful. It's got no chips or cracks on it. Look at the pattern on the base. And then we have these wonderful crossed sheet wheat. I guess, I don't know. Can you see? And so this is no, that's not acid etched. It's wheel cut on there.
Florida Golden Girls at 30.
Yeah, that's all cut in there. It's just a beautiful picture. And I don't know if it's United States glass or cooperative flint. You know, it's one of those great glass makers, American glass makers, probably that was part of the United States glass conglomerate at some point. And it's wonderful. Even down here at the bottom, we don't have any chips. So if you like old American table glass, pressed glass, this has to go back to before the turn of the century. I'm going to say probably 1880 to 1900, somewhere in there. And it's just a really pretty piece. If anybody knows, and somebody might know.
It's clear, right? Clear glass?
Yeah, it's clear glass.
Okay, because someone's saying it has like a pink tint to it, but that might just be a reflection.
Yeah, there's all kinds of, it's clear glass. It might, well, when you say pink, it might have just the slightest hint of lavender. You know that glass will turn lavender and amethyst because of the manganese. If it's in sunlight, they call it sunglass, purple glass. There might just be the slightest hint of that to it. And that may be giving it just a little bit of a pink look to it. So if antique glass could talk, you wonder whose table this sat on in the 1890s. All right, let's count the beautiful picture down. I'm not sure where we are on it.
We're at 70 with Florida Golden Girl.
It's the sunlight that does it right. Tizzy Lish. Tizzy, you know, I'm going to have to tell the folks who you are or what you are. I know who Tizzy Lish. I don't mean, well, let me count it down and then we'll do Tizzy Lish. 10, 9, 8, 7, I'm going to tell. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. All right. Sold to Florida Golden Girl for 70.
Thank you, Florida Golden. I appreciate that. Wow, I love that. Okay, let's put this aside. Tizzy Lish, do you guys know who that is? It was a man who did a comedy show on the radio. I forget who was the actor? Oh, but he would imitate a cooking show in the night. He was on radio in the 30s, and it is hilarious. If you want to listen to something funny, go try to find an old recording somewhere of Tizzy. Look it up, and he was on various comedy shows like the Joe Penner Show or oh, for Pete's sake, what's squeaking? Is that your fan, Vinny?
All it is a loud rumble.
Oh, I heard some squeaks. Maybe that was my hearing aid squeaking. I'm still hearing chirp. Maybe they're birds. Anyway, enough of that. But that's who it is. And if Tizzy Lish is in here, maybe you can tell us who the actor was. It Bob Burns? Was that the actor who portrayed? I don't remember. Okay, enough of that. Keep going. They don't want to listen to you ramble on about worthless trivia. Sell your stuff. All right.
Maybe it's a hum. I don't know if anybody's hearing a humming, but that's the fan.
No, I keep hearing a chirp, like a squeaky chirp. I don't know what it is.
It's definitely not me then.
Did you put it good? Somebody put in the whole thing about Tizzy Lish on the radio. Tizzy, it really is funny. Look at this. You're going to be taking a cake and 2 pies to the church picnic this summer or the Grange Hall. You know you are. Wow, fantastic. We're going to start out at $19 on this 1930s cake carrier. $19. I know some paint is chipping off of it. It's a beautiful old cream color. It's got the original glass knob on the top. And look at the flowers painted on the front. Now, you know, you might not take your coconut cake and your 2 pies to the church picnic with you this summer. You might just put this on top of your refrigerator as a display piece. But it's got the old original paint, and you've got to keep that paint. You've got to.
All right, me is at 25.
We'll pull it apart here. So our little metal piece comes right off the top as it should. I'm not going to even try to put that back on. And then we'll take off our lid. And there's your first pie pan. And there's your second pie pan. And there's your cake. You are ready to go. This is going to be some good eating at the Grange Hall. You guys know what a Grange Hall is? I do.
$26, Maryland Rutledge.
And a couple of times when I was in high school, I played the piano for the Grange Hall. When they needed somebody to come play the piano, there would always be, we would always end with God be with you till we meet again. And I'd be pounding out on some great big old out-of-tune upright piano. And because I grew up in a farming community, and of course, that was the Grange Hall. So anyway, do you guys have memories of Grange Halls as well? The Grange Hall. All right, let's count this down. I guess we're at $27 on this.
Now 28.
And we'll count this wonderful thing down. Now, I did remember I took the top off. I put that on the floor. I'm not going to put it back on. And your dad played for the church. I did sometimes. I would play. Okay, counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'm going to refresh. And it sold to Timeless Time. Oh, nope, I'm sorry. Lori Perry for 41.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you so much. Tommy, thank you for your bid. I'm sorry, you just missed it. What am I going to do with it now? Hey, Lori, should I bake a cake and send it to you with a cake in it? I better not do that.
Me either, Merry Widow. I know nothing about a Grange Hall.
Oh, it's where it was a social club for farmers and whatnot.
We didn't. I didn't grow up in a farming community, so maybe they're still around. I just didn't grow up around it.
Oh, we still have Granges in South Jersey, I'll tell you that. And
there's probably some up here where I am now.
There probably are. And they would do dinners out, you know, on the lawn. They would take sawhorses out, put planks, and have big old dinners in the summertime. And there would be muskrat dinners. Yes, I have eaten muskrat. Let's not get into that now. But muskrat is a South Jersey delicacy, in case you didn't know it. Well, we got a lot to get through here tonight, so I better keep going. Is it time for intermission? Not yet.
You got a little bit of time before intermission.
You're not going to find another one of these. These are hard to find. This is old. And it goes way back to the early 30s. I can't remember the name. We're going to start at $19 on this too, because the condition, this is a double boiler. Isn't that what you call it? And it's in cream and red. Look at that Art Deco knob handle on the top. Are you seeing that? Can you see it now? Still
a little whitewashed. Maybe hold your hand up behind it, one of your hands up. Maybe that'll show it better. If you can.
If I block the light. But anyway, this is old. And this is cream and red with a chrome lid. It's in excellent condition. Look at the lid. And then the two, there's one pan, and then there's the other one, right? The double boiler, cream and red. And you can take the double boiler part off and just use it as a saucepan if you'd like. I've seen this advertised in my 1930s magazines, but I cannot remember the manufacturer in those days. But it goes way back to the early days of the Depression. And so you can use just the bottom part of the double boiler. Vinny, can you tell me where we are with the bids? Kindly.
Yeah, I see Cheryl's Home Chronicles at 25.
I appreciate that, Vinny. And thank you, Cheryl. And then you've got the double boiler part. These are nice and clean, and boy, you can use these.
Do they still use double boil? Well, I think they still do.
They still absolutely.
Make that like it.
Oh, listen, you can't melt chocolate any other way. You got to use a double boiler for that, don't you?
True.
I guess people throw things in the microwave, but so here it is. It's really nice, and a lovely piece here could be yours. And again, as I said, it's in excellent condition. We don't have any chips on the enamel, and I just love that Deco handle on the lid. Counting it down now, the highest bid is
still 25.
All right, here we go. 10, skyscraper knob. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Oh, I keep doing that. Alrighty, so it is sold to Back in the Day Finds for 31.
All right, thank you so much. Now, I know, and I know you know, but I don't know if I'm supposed to say it. But back in the day, you are the other half of someone else who's also winning some things tonight. So is it still okay for me to just combine to put you both? You know what I'm trying to say. We'll just wait in the chat and I'll let you tell me. Right? Vinny? Yeah.
Yeah.
So All right, that was at 31. So just let me know back in the day, because I think I usually just put all of your things together. Okay, so the answer is yes. Now, notice I didn't give too much away. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but back in the day says yes. Bear with me for just a moment, everybody.
Cheryl's like, we all know anyway.
Yeah, but well, Cheryl and Rob, we do. But I don't know if back in the day and the other half. I don't know. I just don't give people's business out. Woo! Listen, intermission is coming up, but before we go to intermission, oh my word. Oh my word.
Well, I like that green.
You ain't kidding. But listen, don't you go away during intermission. We're going to sell this. We've got more items. We've got lamps. We've got an electrical kitchen thing. I've got some wonderful deco things from the bathroom. Oh, I've got stuff. Look at this beautiful green restaurant ware style teapot. We are starting out at $30 on this in mint condition. It is in excellent condition without a flaw. And I'm going to let you see on the bottom of it that this is Shenango, China of Newcastle and Newcastle, Pennsylvania, I think. Isn't Shenango pottery made in Pennsylvania, Vinny?
I have no idea.
Somebody look that up. I think Shenango. I think Shenango is a Pennsilvania. Thank you, Gerald, for putting that in. I think
maybe it is PA. It's just hard to see the bottom.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't say PA on the bottom.
It looks like it says it kind of faintly, like right by the E for Newcastle or for Castle.
I see a number 42, which I have no idea what that means.
Maybe it was just a stock keeping unit.
No, that A is the A at the end of the word for China. I think it's made in. I think it's anyway. It's Shenango, and you got the hole in the top to let the steam out. Look at that. This is heavy, thick restaurant ware style piece here, without a chip or a crack. There's no crazing on it. Listen to that. That's the sound of quality. Can you tell me where we are, Vinny, with the bids?
Cheryl's Home Chronicles at 35.
Okay, that's, if you'll do that, Vinny, that is, I appreciate that, so that the folks can hear that, and then it's because I can't always see it. It is in Newcastle. There's a Newcastle, Delaware,
it's
but
PA.
Newcastle, PA as well.
It almost sounds like someplace in Delaware, but
well, there is a Newcastle, Delaware.
See, that's what I mean. I thought sometimes I think another town is in another state and it's not.
Well, it's like, there are several. There are other Philadelphias. There are other Trentons. There are other Salems.
Yeah, I thought Scranton was a place in Ohio. That's Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Scranton is Pennsylvania.
I thought it was Ohio for the longest time.
Well, this beautiful heavy teapot, we're going to go ahead or coffee, whatever you want to put, whatever you'd like to put in there. We'll go ahead and count this one down. Well, let me scroll back up and see what the highest bid was.
It's still 35 with Cheryl.
All right. 35 is the highest bid. And here comes the countdown on this wonderful pot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excuse me.
Okay, I'm going to refresh.
It is heavy.
All right, sold to Terry Trahan for 65.
There was a bleep there.
65. Terry
Okay.
Trahan.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you, Terry. 65. Terry, I got it. All right. And thank you, everyone who placed the bid on that. I certainly do appreciate that. It is intermission. It's 9:01. So our 5-minute intermission is going to go to 9:06. It's time to stretch. Go and get 2 more chocolate chip cookies, not 3, 2, right?
Too late
All right.
for chocolate.
We're going into swimsuit season. We need to hold back a little bit. No, you can have 3. That's okay. You can have 3. But it's 5-minute intermission. Should we bring Vinny's face in there during intermission, or is Vinny combing his hair or something?
I'm not doing anything.
Well, let's look at you. That way they don't have to. That way I can get up and walk away for a second. It's intermission time.
Here, I'll show them what's making a noise.
Yeah, please. I'm going to go mop my brow and put a few ice cubes in this, and then I'll be right back. Everybody go refresh, okay? It's never too late for chocolate. Oh, it's only 6:01 out west. I know. Oatmeal raisin cookies. That's right. Intermission. Let me go ahead and hit refresh.
Ooh, I need to clean.
And we've got 403 folks. Now, we better still have 403 when I come back from intermission. I'm saving my cheese stick for 10 o'clock. Let me go get some ice cubes. Vinny, show them something.
Ooh, I gotta be careful with those. So this is what's good Lord, if that breaks any of those ornaments. So this is what's making the noise. A 50s quick cool fan that I've had forever. Hi, Dee. Yes, and I have to have it on in here because I'm burning up.
Oh, did D girl just show up?
She did.
All right. I'm going down to the basement to the refrigerator.
Ooh, that's not. But yeah, I bought this at a flea market years ago for only $2, and it's the best fan I've ever had. And it works. The motor, I mean, you guys probably heard it. The motor on it is powerful. Let me tell you, I sold today, or not sold, but somebody brought up a Nautica brand fan today to buy. The freaking stand was rickety, and it was driving me nuts. I'm like, I will never use, well, I like a bladeless fan because that's a lot safer in today's world, but I will always use these. Because this motor on this thing is powerful. It's blue. It's like a light blue color. It looks kind of different on camera, but yeah, it's the original blue from the 50s or early 60s. The motor is, I mean, it's warm right now because it's been running, but this little sucker is a great item, and I love it. Again.
I don't know how that gnat got in here. I'll tell you what, if the supervisor was still here, that gnat wouldn't be in here.
Time to get a new supervisor.
Yeah, one of these days. I'm working on it.
All right, I gotta plug this back in.
Oh, I like that fan, Vinny. We still have 2 more minutes on intermission.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah.
Look, I want you to see something.
Okay, hold on. Plugging the fan back in.
Hey, D, if you're here, you better hang around and come back at 10 o'clock. You hear me? Does she hear me?
What you want to show me?
The people want to see you. They get tired of looking at me after 2 hours. Look, Vinny.
Oh, did you fill it up?
No, not yet, but I'm going to. I bought these off of Vinny. And I'm going to put coffee beans in it and use it as a display in my old kitchen.
Perfect.
So Vinny sold this. I bought this from one of Vinny's live sales. I thought I'd show that off. Yeah. All right. So.
He's like, I might.
I went and I got some more ice.
Dee says she might come back on its
What do you mean might? Come on, Dee. Stay up and come back. The people want to see you. All right. Keep it rolling. All right. What's coming in the next hour? I've got 2 lamps, electric lamps that go way back to the 1930s. I've got an electric kitchen appliance. I've got some Art Deco things for the ladies' vanity. I have something for the Depression kitchen. Not depressing kitchen, but Depression kitchen. Huh?
I'm just laughing at that.
No, this is root beer.
Ooh. What kind of root? Like what brand of root beer?
I don't know.
Because you got Hires, Barks.
Probably the cheap stuff.
Yeah, the cheap stuff. A&W.
You know, whatever they're trying to get rid of in the store. It doesn't bother me. I know. You like root beer?
I love root beer. I love root beer floats.
Well, you know what? Jenny Mack says she's a sucker for lamps. Let's do a lamp then. Yvonne, you like root beer? I love root beer. My mother likes root beer barrels, the candy.
Oh, yes. I'm with your mom on that one, 100%.
Let's do a lamp since I've got 2 lamps, so let's go ahead and do a lamp. All right, let's do the little one. Let me find it here. And I am selling toilet water a little bit later.
Toilet water?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what toilet water is, Vinny?
Wasn't that like the fragrance to keep it smelling fresh back in the day?
It could be.
Well, because I have a toilet water bottle right here.
You missed that candy. Tommy, I'll bring some down. Oh, yes. Wait, hold that still, Vinny. Williams English Lilac Toilet Water. Yes.
I bought this a few months ago. And it's from Glastonbury, Connecticut.
Anyway, I've got toilet water coming up as well. But let's do a lamp.
Ooh, homemade root beer. I bet that was delicious.
Small lamp. All right, the small lamp.
I love root beer barrels.
All right. 10 inches tall on the little lamp. You don't get the shade. Now, the shade doesn't match. I know that. It's just to give you the flavor. But let's take a look at this lamp. And this is going to go back to somewhere to the late 30s into the early 40s, probably. We're going to start out at $19. Now, this is made of glass. And I want you to see that, you know, I don't know why. Again, ignore the shade. It's not the right. It's a purple shade and red glass. Reminds me of those ladies that dress up in the purple outfits and the red hats. You know, the older ladies that go out to lunch in their red and their purple.
The Red Hat Society?
I think so. So the shade really is not supposed to go with it. It's just to show you kind of like what it looks like. Now, this is glass. And it's got a frosted center, and then you've got this pierced metalwork on the bottom. So I'll try to get it to where you can see it a little bit better. There's the pierced brass, not filigree. What am I trying to say on the bottom? Maybe I am trying to say filigree.
How tall is the lamp from the socket to the base?
It's exactly 10 inches.
Okay.
So if I pull the shade off, which I will do that, from the base to the socket, I did already measure it. It's 10 inches. And okay. It's got a nice old socket. Now, you know me, I like the old sockets. I don't like it when there's a brand new brass socket on there from China. It just does not look right. It's an old lamp, and I like old sockets. It's got a cord on it. At some point, it was rewired. This is a vinyl cord or rubber cord or whatever. Not rubber. The cord is fine.
You got a $20 bid from Jenny Mack.
Thank you for that, Vinny. I love it when you do that. And then, so this is all glass. Now, this is not cut to clear, but you've got a flashed on red color, which is on the inside. And then it's frosted here where the flowers, around the flowers. And so it's just a cute little lamp, once again, from the 30s. It's nice and clean, and it's ready to be used in your home in a bedroom. Pierced metal, yeah, I guess that's what I'm thinking of. Lattice. Who did what song? DM. What song are you talking about? So we have a bid of $20 on the little lamp. Now, again, you don't get the shade. You know, I usually don't sell my shades, but I'm putting a shade on just to give you the idea of what it looks like with a shade. You know, something like that. I now see a bid of 36, and I'm going to count it down. You ready, Vinny?
Ready when you are.
Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
On the little lamp.
All right, that was sold to Sandra Garcia for $45.
Vinny, did you say 45?
Uh-huh.
Okay, small. Sandra, thank you. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Why don't we stay in the 1930s? Let's go back to the kitchen. You ready to get back in the kitchen?
Only if there's food.
Well, there will be. Now, you know, in the 1930s, really in the 20s, we started getting a lot of electrical kitchen gadgets. So we have a lot of kitchen gadgets today.
Thank you.
But something like this, you're welcome, whoever you're thanking.
Rob, bless me because I sneezed.
Oh, I didn't hear you sneeze. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you sneeze.
I was trying to do it quietly because you were talking, but
we are going to start the bidding on this little dude at $22. $22. And if you saw my community page, you already know what is about to happen. Did you see this on my community page, Vinny?
right before I popped on, yep.
I posted a short. And shorts are little videos that we put out. And this goes back to the 30s. Does it work? Oh! Would I sell this to you if it didn't work? Now, you've got the glass.
You want to make me small so I'm not in the way?
Oh, I forgot about that. You're right. I will make you small. Did they tell me to do that, or did you tell me to do that?
No, I told you so that way you could show the whole thing. There we go.
I forgot all about that. Okay, so you've got the pitcher. Actually, I made you disappear, Vinny. Sorry.
Good enough.
And we've got 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, 4 cup Depression era glass. The glass is not marked, but this is called Made Right. And this is the maker of the electric part here on the top. And we can see a wonderful little Depression era. Well, where is it? Sticker right there that says, I'm not getting it in there. You'll have to trust me.
I like that.
It says Made Right. Is it showing up? I don't think I'm getting it in there. Can you see that Made Right?
I can see it.
All right. So you have a wooden handle. And then this is the beater part down here. Now, we have a new cord on it, but I've put on a black cloth covered. You're not going to really be able to see, but this looks old fashioned, but it's a brand new electrical cord. But instead of a cord being plastic and modern looking, I have got an old, what looks like an old black cloth covered cord, but it's a repro. So we're going to turn it on. It purrs like a kitten. We'll put this back in. Vinny, do we have any bids?
We do. We've got Tommy at 28.
All right. I really need you to tell me about those bids, Vinny. I feel like I don't want to feel like I keep pestering you to remind you, but if you don't tell me that, I don't know. So you don't feel like you can't jump in and interrupt me. You hear me now?
Okay.
You interrupt me anytime, but you let me know where we are on the bid so I can call that out. So we have a bid at 20, you said?
Yes, 28.
Okay, now let's turn it on again and let you listen to the motor hum. Boy, you could make your own mayonnaise in that. Isn't that cool?
All right, Karen Ruiz is at 30. Tommy jumped back in at 35.
Thank you, Vinny. Now this fits right down on the top. And the funny thing is, I already had this. I've had this for about a year. And when I was shopping with the trusty huckster, Patrick, I don't know, I forget where we were. I found this, just the top, in an antique store somewhere. I don't remember where we were. And I knew in my heart that it would fit perfectly. And you see these little clips on the top? Unbelievable. When I got it home, it fits on there perfectly. Look at that. You see that?
Looks good.
It is an absolute perfect fit. And you can whip up some mayonnaise just like your granny did in 1932. Let's turn it on again and we'll count it down. I just love that. 10,
56,
9,
50,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. All right, so we are at 60 with Eugenia Buatron.
Okay, let me move this out of the way and turn it on.
I think I've been saying it wrong. I think it's Buatron.
And it was, Vinny, it's 60?
Yes.
Let's see here. Magic. Okay, the Made Right mixer. And it's Eugenia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eugenia Buatron.
Eugenia, thank you again. I've got your information already, so that's perfect. Thank you, and thank you everyone who placed bids on that. That was a fun piece, and boy, I was so excited when I found the electric top to fit on top of the base, and I just knew that it would. Pardon me for just a moment, and excuse my squeaky chair. Let me get that back in there. Okay, now we'll sit back up, and I guess the next item that I have for you is, why don't we stay in the Depression kitchen for a moment? Shall we?
Sure, why not?
$12 is the asking price on the 1930s Chalkware string holder. Now that is not Charlie McCarthy. Looks like him a little bit, but it's not Charlie McCarthy. Maybe they're trying to imitate him. But it is a string holder, and it goes back to the Depression era, and it is Chalkware. So you hang him on the wall, you put your big ball of string in there, and we've got a little hole right there to feed the string through, and the string will come out of his little lips. There's a little hole right there in his lips. You see that? So So the little piece of string comes out right there. And this goes back to the days when, well, Granny would pack your lunch and wrap it up in waxed paper and then tie string around it. So we're talking about an old-fashioned way of sealing things up. Kitchen string, tying up meats and things. Now, it's chalkware, and it's in really good condition. I'll let you decide if you want to put black paint on his hat or not. That would be up to you.
All right. Adam's at 12.
Poodle, why are you disturbed? Is she disturbed?
It's the eyes. It's the eyes.
He's looking at you. Yeah.
How many? I think you would too, Cheryl. Put him in a vase.
Grandmothers saved every little piece of string. You remember when Granny would tie things up in string in the kitchen?
Lemmy's at 13.
He's in really good condition for chalkware. Again, just touch up the black paint on that hat if you'd like to. But look at his little pipe, and he's in tie and tails, ready to go out for the night, smoking his little pipe. And he's never been repainted. And you have your grandmother's string. That is so cool. Let's count him down.
All right, so Lemmy's at 13. That's the highest offer.
Tommy says that you have a black poodle. Is it a string to hold string, Tommy? You have that in your kitchen? All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. All right, it was sold to Mary Ellen Newsom for $20.
Mary Ellen, thank you so much for your bid and for everyone who placed bids. Now let's sell the tiniest thing I've got to sell tonight, and it's that little thing right there. I said that it was a toothpick holder, but I was corrected and told that this was a spooner to a child's play set.
Huh.
This is old. Sure does look like a little toothpick holder, doesn't it? But a few folks were able to look this up, and this is old EAPG glass. And so why don't we say $10? It's 3 inches tall with no chips or cracks. Now, I don't know, because it's early American pattern glass, it's obviously unmarked. But some wonderful folks who did their research, which I didn't do, informed me that it is a spooner that, as I said, went with a little glass play set for children. And so I don't necessarily doubt that. But I don't know which company produced it and what year it was made. But being clear glass, it's probably something that was made before the Depression. So you know what? You could stick your toothpicks in there and or whatever you'd like. It has no chips or cracks on it, and it's, as I said, it's in excellent condition, and it stands 3 inches tall. Vinny, do we have any bids? Where are you, Vinny?
We do. Trustees at 15.
Very good. So the highest bid is that Patrick, the trustee huckster? Patrick, I was talking about you a minute ago. Patrick, Thank you for your bid. And to hold spoons. So this is tiny, 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 tiny. So we'll count this down. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we got Patsy M at 18.
Patsy M. Just the letter M.
Yep.
I see that. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who placed a bid. I appreciate that. And Patsy, thank you. We've had a lot of new bidders tonight, and I'm so excited about that. It's wonderful. Everyone, if you're not sure, just ask a question, and the moderators will help out. But anyone who has won a bid, if you'll send your information to me at my email address, I'll be working on those invoices tomorrow morning. And then we can move on from there. So thank you so much, Patsy. I appreciate that. Let's take a look at what we've got now. Let's go into the 1930s. We'll go into the Art Deco bathroom. How's that sound? You want to go into the Art Deco bathroom?
Depends on what color it's in.
Well, it's in all of these wonderful colors. Look at this tin. Look at how Deco and 1930s that is. We're going to
I can live with that.
Pardon?
I could live with that. I like those colors.
I'd like it too. $12 is what we're going to ask for the opening bid. 12. And this is Sweet Jasmine Theatrical Cleansing Cold Cream. Look at that little tin. Isn't that neat? I just love this down here at the bottom, and even all around the sides. So it does come out of there, come off of there. Now there's nothing in it. It's empty. But the tin is in good condition, and we can tell by the colors and also the design of the thing that we're back in the 1930s on this piece. Now, we've got some information on the back, and I'd like to read it to you. Are you all set?
All right, you have a high bid now of 25.
Thank you.
Heidi Esterholm.
Thank you, Vinny. So on the back, it says, Sweet Jasmine Theatrical Cleansing Cold Cream. Wait, I have to pull it back. It is especially prepared to cleanse the pores of every particle of dirt. Oh my gosh. 500, no. Okay, so making your skin soft and velvety. Apply each night with fingertips in an up and down movement, and then remove with a soft cloth. All right. To have a healthy, smart, and youthful complexion, also apply Sweet Jasmine face powder. Don't tell me I've got the face powder as well. Woo, I do. That's coming up in a minute. But right now, we're just looking at, the theatrical cream. Okay, and then it goes on and on and on. We're going to count this tin down on the theatrical cleansing cold cream. I don't know if you have to be in theater arts to use this or not. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Okay, so sold to Rob B for 28.
Now, they tell us back here that this is only good if you use the face powder as well. Oh, my word, I've got the matching Sweet Jasmine face powder. Look, can you imagine this? There it is. The whole tin. Look at the graphic on that. Look at those flowers. I don't know what they are. Look how Art Deco it is at the bottom. We're starting out at $12 on this as well. And there's even, I think there might be a little bit on the inside. Let's find out. Pull the lid off of there. There is. Not bad. It reminds me of sitting with my grandmother in church back in the early 1970s. Ooh. Put that lid back on. So there is a little bit. Ugh. Oh, where's my...
You can taste it now. Adam's at 12.
I shouldn't have done that. Ooh. So there's a little bit of powder. You can see that still on the inside. This tin has no dents. Look at the colors on that. It's just fantastic. And it says Parfumerie Volvin, New York. And this matches the other one as well. You got to love the colors and the Art Deco style on that. So it looks like we're at $13. Is that our high bid on the powder?
With Maryland. I think you got some of it on your chin.
That's my gray beard, Vinny.
And, there was a little bit on there, but I think you got it.
Are you sure? All right.
Yeah, I think you're good. Okay.
Let's count down the sweet jasmine powder for your 1920s bathroom. 10, 9. Do I still have powder? 8.
No, it's gone. You're good.
7, 6.
Ew.
What? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I did get it. It's all over my... Oh, my word.
All right, Rob B for 28.
Rob B, you're getting both of them. It's nice to know that they're staying together. Powder included. What's left of it. Thank you, Rob, and thank you everyone who bid. We're still going, and look. Shall we stick around the bathroom for a little while longer? At $12, look at this little bathroom tin here. Now this one is filled with powder. I mean, this is almost a full jar. And this is called April Showers. I'll let you see down at the bottom. It just says April Showers. Have you had your sprinkle today? I've had my sprinkle.
More like a cloud.
I know. So we have a little trellis going up to the trees, or is that a ladder? I think it's a ladder going up to the lilac. I don't know what's in those trees, but somebody's climbing these ladders to get up to the top. Look at this on the top. I love
$12 start from Adam.
I love this lid. So you push. Wait a minute.
Don't get more powder on you.
And it opens. Did you see that? See how that lid works?
Yeah, push it back and forth.
Yeah. It's a patented lid. And it's full of powder as well.
Maryland's at 14.
You ladies put powder all over stuff. I don't think us men put powder. We don't powder ourselves. What, right? I don't think do men powder themselves?
Sometimes. I don't think they use a lot of talc anymore though.
Yeah, this has I'm not gonna do that and get it all over the place, but this is almost filled with powder. And this has to go back to the 1930s as well. Not quite as deco as the others, but
still a nice color and everything.
Yeah, I know, it's really neat. Oh, they powder their wigs, that's right.
Sometimes I powder my nose.
You should. Nothing worse than a shiny nose. Well, if we have a bid, we'll go ahead and count this down.
Yep.
Where are we? We're at 22.
22.
Okay, thank you.
With Benita.
And so we'll count this 10 down, which is really neat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, April Showers, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, they do have gold bonds.
I have a funny story. Maybe I'll tell you at 10 o'clock. Maybe.
Sold to Kathy Day for 30.
Thank you, Kathy. I have a funny story. You guys are going to, maybe I'll tell you at 10 o'clock. It's about, it has something to do with powder. And something that I used to do as a teenager that wasn't very nice.
Oh, no. I have a feeling I know what you're about to say.
No, you don't. Oh, and something that we did in college with powder, which was a lot of fun. I have some fun stories to tell you at 10. All right, and then I get to eat my little cheese stick as well. Let's keep selling. Why not? Thank you, everyone. Let me hit refresh. Let's all hit refresh for just a moment. Make sure we're in live chat. We now have 442 folks with us tonight, and I'm so glad you're here on this Monday night. I want to say before I sell the last about 5 items or so, thank you to all of the moderators who are helping in the chat. For those of you who are congratulating each other and encouraging each other, and for encouraging me, I have a great time finding these old things and bringing them to you. It's just really, it's a joy to do it. And I know that we all like old things. That's why we're all here. It's nice to be able to find things for you to add to your collections. And so I appreciate that. And thank you, Vinny.
You're welcome.
Let's just do these 2 kitchen jars. And we'll start at $10 on these. I did a drop sale a couple of days ago and sold 2. These are not the same 2. The 2 that were in the drop sale, one was a Hazel Atlas and one was marked Ball. I did sell them. These are 2 others. These, I don't know the maker. There is a B on the bottom, but I don't know who that is. Maybe it is Ball, but it's not. It doesn't have the same Ball signature. Now, this one has a new lid, and this one has an old lid that has old paint on it, as you can see. There's a little bit of an embossed design on the corners, and they actually match each other, these 2. Now, I believe these were sold and probably had coffee or some other food. Something else was sold. I believe these came probably from the grocery store, and rather than manufactured by a Hoosier cabinet company, that kind of thing. So one with an old lid, one with a new lid. Clean glass jars. For those of you who like to keep your brown sugar and other types of things in your kitchen, just pull this one off and let you see. That's the old lid. And you can see, I hope it shows up. Do you see the embossed pattern?
Lori 15.
Thank you, Vinny. We'll close these back up. I'll close this one back up. And then here's the other one. The lid also goes on and off of this one as well. So we'll count these 2 kitchen jars down now. And here we go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. You sold them to Karen Ruiz for $20. I'm sorry, no. Elisa RN for $20.
Elisa R.
Yeah.
N at 20.
For 20.
Looks like I'm heading back to the Reading area, Adamstown. Thank you so much. And I know, Elisa, that I did not. You also won that green Art Deco dish, and I did not invoice you for that. I know that I didn't, and you know I hold my things because we get together, and you know how we roll, so we're good. Alicia, thank you so much for that. I hope you're enjoying all those other items. Are you enjoying all the other things? I hope you are. And then tell Jeff I'm going to be filming. I'm going to stop in Quaker Town and film at that drugstore. I promise you that I am. Why is Karen confused? Did I confuse you?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's the matter, Karen? I know they'll love it. I hope they'll love it. All right.
Look how far that town is from me.
10.5 inch pink depression glass bowl. 10 1/2 inches across. Let's start off at $12 on the bowl. It does not have any chips or cracks. I think Karen was confused about the bidding, Vinny. Is that what it looks like? I hope. I think Karen came in after the bid.
Yeah, because it was Elisa RN for 20, then Karen Ruiz came in at 20, and then you were doing the countdown. So, and then I put sold, and then 3 other bids came in.
So this pink dish here, this pink depression dish, I think this is Jeanette. I forget. This has no chips or cracks on it, and it's got 2 handles. Yes, pink, you stink. I forgot. Thank you, Cheryl. Let's all say it. Pink, you stink. How many of you walk around in thrift stores now, and when you see a piece of pink glass, you go, pink, you stink? It's ridiculous, but hey, listen, it's better than walking around being grumpy. So we have no chips or cracks on this pink vegetable bowl. You have 2 handles.
Max at 20.
Thank you for that, Vinny. And it's this diamond pattern, and I forget. Isn't this Jeanette? Isn't it a Jeanette pattern? I forget. Yes, and you get funny looks when you say that to yourself. Pink, you stink. I don't know where that came from. I mean, I just made it up one day. I don't know why I said it, but it seems to have stuck. Well, this pink depression glass, hold it still, be still. The high bid is $26, and I think it's a Jeanette piece, but once again, I didn't look it up. We'll count the piece down now. Here we go, loop-de-loo, 10. Boy, you could get a lot of strawberry shortcake in that. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so that is sold to Jenny Mac for 31.
Vinny, is that Ginny or Jenny? Let me go back and look. It's
Jenny.
Jenny.
Like Jenny from the block.
Jenny Mac. Thank you, Jenny, for 31. I will say this just in case, because, for instance, I did a drop sale just to do it a couple days ago. And there's one person that I didn't hear from, so I couldn't send them an invoice because they were a new bidder. And so I've been waiting, and then I got the message that said, I haven't gotten my invoice. And I wrote back again and said, I can't send you the invoice until you send me your contact information. So remember, if you've bought from me before, I don't need to hear from you. No worries. I've got your information. But if you don't get an invoice from me sometime during the day tomorrow and you're unsure, make sure you contact me, because every once in a while I'll forget something or something will get deleted. You know how it is. But trust me, I keep it all written down, and I will invoice you. It's just that if you don't get an invoice, if you're unsure, just contact me. You know, when in doubt, send me an email. What?
Tommy says he taught maybe the pink thing, and he said he said it as kids.
I was not around Timeless Tommy when he was a kid. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't either. I wasn't around when you guys were kids.
Anyway, Timeless Tommy, shouldn't you get back to your researching your Flora Gold?
Or your iris and herringbone?
Yes, your iris and herringbone Flora Gold price guide.
Me, and I want to uncurse it. I can't not see that stupid thing anywhere I go anymore. I want to not see it. See,
everybody was so mad. Like for years, everybody's been mad at me about that bowl, and now you see. Thank you, Rob. I so much appreciate it.
It's awful. I don't want to see them anymore.
That thing is ubiquitous.
Yes, blue, you have one shoe. Okay.
$10.
That's starting.
Yep.
Hi, Cindy.
It measures 11 by 13. It's a beautiful late Victorian print. First of all, let's take a look at that frame. This is artificially grained. Now that is paint designed to look like wood grain. And this was very popular. It was a way to do frames back in those days. So it's a wooden frame that's, as I said, artificially grained with paint. And look at this delightful print. Now, I'm going to pull out in a second. But we've got here what I would say would be mother and daughter. The colors are absolutely beautiful. And as we pull back, you can see. Now, I'll tell you, there's no fading. The colors on this are beautiful. There's no foxing. That's when humidity gets in and you get brown spots. I'm going to have brown spots all over my skin when I get old because I've spent too much time at the Jersey Shore, but oh well. We've got no silverfish picked at this, no water damage, no humidity wrinkles in the print. It is lovely. Take a look at the back. It's held in there with nails, old piece of cardboard. I didn't take it out. Beautiful old glass on the front. I don't see a date on it, and I don't see a publishing company, but sometimes they hide it in there. It's, you know, so it could be underneath where the print goes down behind the frame.
Right, you're at 35 with Sylvia Lee.
Thank you, Vinny. But it's just a really lovely print. And I know there's a reflection. I'm trying to get it so that you don't really see too much of a reflection. Beautiful dresses. I would say mother and daughter.
Ooh.
Huh? Picking flowers. And most likely a late Victorian piece. So around 1900, something like that.
All right, Patsy M is at 40. Sylvia Lee just came back in at 41.
So Sylvia Lee is at 41, and we'll count this beautiful piece down.
There's still a ton of it in here. Why is it being stubborn?
10. You ready, Vinny? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the Victorian print.
Okay. Sold to, looks like Bianca Goodnight for 43.
Bianca, good night.
I'm going to put your email in the chat.
Thank you so much, Bianca. I think you might be new to me, which is fantastic. I've had so many new folks tonight, which is a delight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you're new, remember, you don't have to email me tonight. You can if you want to. But please, if you're brand new, get me your information as soon as you can. If not tonight, tomorrow morning, so I can get you invoiced tomorrow and then start to get everything all packed up for you. So thank you so much, Bianca. And the everything is in the description box there. And I thank all the moderators who have also put in the information as well. $12. This is glass, and it dates to the 1930s. And what it says is, it says 3 flowers, toilet water, Richard Hudnut. No. Richard Hudnut, 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 New York and Paris. Now, I'll tell you this. I think it's from the 30s based upon the sticker here. And I can't get that stopper out. I don't think this liquid is original. If this dates to the 30s, that liquid would have evaporated or it would have sediment in it or whatnot. So I don't think it's original. It could be, but I don't think it is. And someone may have glued the stopper in there. I can't get that stopper out. And I'm not going to try to get it.
Betty McNearney at 13.
Thank you, Vinny.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to get that stopper out. So I'm shipping it to you just like this. But look at that really neat old label in paper. I apologize if it's blurry. Toilet water, Richard Hudnut, whoever he was. I guess you can look him up. That's the bottom of it. It sort of has a rib. What are you doing, Vinny? You're making a lot of noise back there.
I am.
And then you have a glass stopper here, which has no chips or cracks in it. Nothing, faceted edges and frosted. I love this little thing. So very 1930s looking. So if you're trying to, recreate that old-fashioned look, there you go. Yeah, I love the stopper.
Patsy M's at 15.
All right, Patsy, we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right. All right, it was sold to Deanna Church for 20.
Deanna Church. That is another new name to me. D-E-A-N-N-A. Deanna Church. For 20. Thank you, Deanna. Was it 20? Yeah. Thank you so much, Deanna. Boy, this has been a night for so many new names and new folks, which is such a delight. Thank you so much for that. to everybody who, to the old folks and the new folks. Look, I got another big, we're still selling here. And I've got another lamp to sell to you. Oh boy. Let's see what happens here. Now you don't get the shade, but you get the lamp. Oh my word. Let me turn it around. We're going to start out at $30 on this beautiful, once again, I need to back up. All right. It's glass and it is, hold it still. It is beautiful cut to clear ruby glass. And this probably as well goes back to the 1930s. The lamp itself is 14 inches tall from the base up to the socket. And I'm going to pull back just to let you see what it looks like with a lovely shade on it. So you don't get the shade. You're going to have to come up with your own shade, but there is this is glass. And I don't believe that it was a vase cut, turned into a lamp, because it's marked on the bottom. It is signed by the company that made the lamp. And I'll let you see here. It's called, hopefully this doesn't all fall apart.
All right, you're at $36 with Heidi Esterholm.
It's called D-Light. I don't know if you can see, but right there at the bottom of the lamp is signed D-E hyphen L-I-T-E. D-Light. D-Light.
All right, Minnie's at 40. Jenny Mac comes in at 45.
Thank you, Vinny. A metal base. And look how pretty that ruby glass is. And it's all cut to clear. And then this is a brass top here. And I guess what I should do, you didn't even see this wonderful old finial. Look at this beautiful old glass finial at the top. Let me take this shade off so you can really appreciate, but I'll back up and turn it on. Now again, you're going to have to supply your own shade, right?
All right, Heidi's at 46.
But let me let you see. Pull the shade off so that you can see you have a harp. Look at that finial. That's a $10 finial right there. Look at that. That's a glass ball finial. That's an old one, probably original to this lamp. And there's the top. You've got a nice old socket and beautiful red cut to clear glass. It's a nice heavy lamp. We'll screw that finial back on. And we'll hold it back up for you. And if we have no questions on the lamp, we will count it down. Are there any questions on the lamp?
Nope, but you have a high bid of 53 from Jenny Mac.
Okay. I'm just going to wait. If you've got a question, ask it. I'm going to wait just a second and see if we have any questions. And I don't see any. And so therefore, we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7. No cracks. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was counting slow just to make slowly just to make sure we didn't have any.
All right, sold to Sandra Garcia for $69.
Sandra Garcia. Okay, let's get this. 69.
Yep.
Sandra, thank you. You know it's going to be heading your way in a couple of days. It is now 10:01. Miss D didn't come back. I was hoping she would, but she probably went to bed. Can we sell one more thing, Denny?
It's not my show. Go ahead.
Well, I'd like to have your blessings to sell one more thing.
You don't need my blessings to do that.
I'm just messing. But we will sell one more thing. And the one more thing that we will sell is this. $10. $10 on the Nipper. Listening to his master's voice puzzle. Asking $10 for it. It is new in the box and still sealed with its plastic. And I bought this from an estate sale last week. The gentleman actually worked for the RCA Victor company in Camden County, New Jersey, city of Camden. That's where Victor was founded by Eldridge R. Johnson, I think in 1901.
How many pieces is it?
It doesn't say.
Oh.
It does not say how many pieces are in there. And all it tells you on the front is the information on the history of the windows. So we know all the pieces are in there because it's sealed in plastic. The building is still there. And it's actually been converted into condos in Camden. And but the original stained glass windows were taken out in 1969. One of them is still here in New Jersey at the Camden County Historical Society. I think the Smithsonian has one and Widener College has one. Anyway, it tells you here on the front. But I bought this from an estate sale. The guy actually worked at RCA Victor.
All right, Robert, back in the day finds is at 10.
Okay. Thank you, Robert. They actually have a facsimile. There were 4 of these huge, massive stained glass windows. And they're still lit up at night, but they are facsimiles. The originals were too valuable to leave them in there, so they took them out. And you can see it as you drive over. I filmed it before driving over the Ben Franklin Bridge. So it's a complete puzzle. Now remember, don't think that you have to wait until you get snowed in. Robert is down there in Florida. I don't want you to have a thunderstorm and lose your electric, Robert, but we all get thunderstorms and we all lose our electric. So light a candle and put a puzzle together. This could be yours. We're going to count down the RCA Victor, his master's voice puzzle.
Evelyn is at $12.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. I'm going to refresh it. And it is sold to Back in the Day Finds for 21.
Back in the day. All righty then. I think that I have sold. Did I sell everything I was planning on? I think so. And we went over by 5 minutes, but gee, that's not that bad to go over just by 5 minutes. Is that okay? Just 5 minutes overtime?
It's 5 minutes. It ain't gonna make or break anybody.
Let's bring the vintage Vinny back in. Ready, Vin?
As ever.
You're back in there. And before we wrap things up, now Vinny and I are going to chat for a little bit like we normally do. But I certainly had a good time tonight. And I thank everybody for joining me. We had a lot of new folks tonight, which is wonderful. So new folks, if you're still hanging in there with me, don't forget to email your information. And it's right there on the screen, oldcuriositysshop99@gmail.com. I will be working on. I'll work on the. Good, Vinny.
I'm frozen. They said.
I will work on the invoices tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow morning, and I'll get those invoices out to you. And so, if by chance, you get to the end of the day and you haven't heard from me, double check and make sure that your email went through. I think Vinny, I might have to go back and get Vinny again.
I'm here, but I'm
there he is. Okay, there he is.
I'm frozen solid.
Okay, they want to know about the powder story. This is terrible, but I'll tell you. When I was a teenager, I worked at a ice cream joint, one of those summer roadside ice cream places. And I worked there at night with a couple other teenagers, and there was a lady. Where'd Vinny go? And she was probably about 65 or so. And she didn't want anybody to know that she smoked cigarettes. So during her break, she would go into a bathroom, smoke a cigarette, and then come back in and dig through some big old pocketbook, trying to eat some breath mints, so none of us would know that she was smoking a cigarette. And the way powder comes in, she would go into the bathroom and put powder all over, you know how ladies do. She'd powder everything. And then she'd come back and we'd all be selling ice cream. And we used to try to get her to talk before she could get her breath mints out, because we knew what she was doing. She was in there smoking a cigarette. So we would talk to her, and she wouldn't say anything until she could get those mints out. Well, one time we unscrewed, I say we, I won't really tell you who the we is. There's Vinny. Let me go get him. We unscrewed her. There's Vinny. How do I get you back in there, Ben? I think I did.
Okay, we're good now. Don't know exactly what happened. Chrome must have updated or something. That's never happened. But
we booby trapped her powder jar so that it would explode. Somehow, if you took two rubber bands and put a paper clip in the middle of the rubber bands and then twisted the paper clip, the tension would hold the paper clip still. And when you took the lid off, the paper clip would unwind and it would blow the powder everywhere. And so it blew the powder up all over her little polyester pantsuit. And that's my story. Can I eat my cheese now?
Cheese.
Was that worth waiting for? I imagine you're all going, we stayed around till 10 o'clock to hear that. Oh. I'm about to eat cheese, Vinny. You're going to have to do something entertaining.
Oh, boy. What could I do?
Do you have a show and tell? You
I
still
thought
have.
I did. I think I shared it already.
You still have 800 people. You still have almost 400 people looking at you. You better do something entertaining.
What could I show?
I don't know. You had 2 hours to go find something.
Well, I was helping you. And then I don't know what I have that you guys haven't seen already.
About the bookends. I'm going to sell those bookends a week from tonight. Remember, a week from tonight is when I'm with David from Texas. Oh, wait, I got a special guest. And remember, a week from tonight.
There she is.
Is when I'm with David.
Hello. I'm just trying to
Yeah, hold on for hold on for a second, D. I'm going to answer. So, a week from tonight is my live sale with David, the two chaps. That's at 9 o'clock, and I don't remember whose channel it's on. I'll let you know. You'll hear about it. So that's when I'm going to sell those bookends. Okay, so hi, D.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I was just putting labels on my packages, and I forgot to print some. So
It's good to see you. I'm going to see you in about 10 days as well.
Can't believe it. 10 days already.
I know, you guys. I'm so excited.
It's going to be a rockin'
hi,
party.
everyone. Hello, everyone in the chat.
Now they're asking, if you guys will look at the messages here, they're asking Vinny's YouTube is Vintage Vinny, and there's some question marks. Vinny, do you want to put your plug your channel?
I can do that. I'd have to do it on the computer though, because I can't get my link from the
Because someone is asking. I'm trying to look at I'll tell you about the bookends at that live sale, Sylvia. So next Monday night, I'll tell you about the bookends. If that's okay.
What was Scott's story, Poodle?
It was about me being naughty and making powder blow up on some old lady.
Well, I did see, but see what we used to do with the rubber band in the washer.
Yeah.
We would twist it up, and if you were sitting on a leather chair, you would put it under your butt, and then when you lifted your butt cheek up, it would spin and sound like a fart. Poodle, I beat his story. Actually, no, I'm dead serious, and that was not a friend of mine showed that to me when I was a bartender back in the day.
I want you to notice that, what is it called? Flatulence, the breaking of wind. That during my entire 2 hours, when does it happen? When you get Vinny and Dee together. Right? Not me.
No, that's because you brought up that story and it reminded me of the same exact item, but used for a different purpose.
Right.
Yes, well.
So it's your fault.
Prepare, Scott, because we will be doing straw farts when we're in Kentucky. We will be doing it.
That's them.
And you'll be listening to it.
I'll be sitting there going.
You won't be you'll be laughing. You just don't want to show us you're laughing.
Do you guys have a show and tell item?
I don't have anything that you guys probably haven't seen already.
Do I have Alexa? What's Alexa?
It's the Amazon button.
No.
Let me go look on my stash on my living room floor that I have to do haul videos for.
I'll try to, Alicia.
They saw this already, didn't they? I'm sure they saw that already.
Alicia, I'll try to do a preview for next Monday night, but I don't know what David is selling. Oh, and you're still asking me about Aunt Hazel. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you about Aunt Hazel. I'm not going to tell you tonight about Aunt Hazel, but I'm glad you remembered to hear my Aunt Hazel. Where did Dee go?
She went to go get something from her stash.
And I'll show you these bookends, so since everybody's asking me about them.
Did y'all see my Winnie the Pooh pajamas that I had on when I got up to walk away?
What did Cheryl said something. She said as soon as both D and I get together, we go R-rated every time, and I love it.
Who said that?
Yeah,
Cheryl
not me.
Chronicles.
Oh.
They go R-rated.
You do too, so stop trying to act like you don't.
I don't go R-rated.
Just in a little more casual way.
I might go PG-13. These, oh, wait a minute. We got somebody else. I don't know who this is.
I did see it, Karen. It's Tam Tam.
Oh, my word. Hi, Tammy.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi, you
y'all.
guys.
Hello.
Well, welcome to the. I'm so glad to have you. I'm going to see you in about 10 days.
Yes. Can't wait. We're leaving next week. What are you showing? What did I miss?
It's. Do you ever notice it's always something naked?
Right.
With him?
And he's
Yeah,
talking
he says
about
he
us?
doesn't get R-rated.
Well, look, at least finally
He's
it's not a
foolish.
naked. It's not a naked woman.
Yeah, for once it's a naked man.
Well, I
Right.
can't help it.
Let's not be so sexist. You know what I'm saying?
I can't
Right.
help it. So anyway, hey Tammy, can you help me remember next Monday night? Is it my turn or David's turn to host the two chaps?
Your turn.
Oh, it is. It is, Tammy?
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah.
Okay. So a week from tonight, join me and David at 9:00 Eastern time on my channel for the Two Chaps live sale. I'll tell you all about these bookends, and they will be for sale. I know who
Exactly,
made them.
Cheryl. Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly what? You have to read.
G-rated Scott and his X-rated bookends. Negative G rated.
No, the naked ladies are over there. They're not for sale.
Hey, if David would have found those bookends, he would have bought them too because he is a bookend freak. He loves
These.
bookends.
Yeah, aren't these great, Tammy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get a kick out of it, KP.
What
I
is
love
he exactly doing? What is he looking at?
He's reading a book.
Oh,
And
he's sleeping.
He fell asleep on it.
Well, that's before the Kinsey report, so he's definitely not reading that.
Yes.
Oh, good Grace.
Well, I got this at Goodwill. Actually, one of the ladies I always run into in there, she found it and was going to get it and then decided not to and asked me if I wanted it. And I said, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh.
Looks very folk artish.
But look at the handles.
Ooh. Looks like the theater masks.
I'm not sure, Marilyn.
It's terracotta.
Right, exactly, Karen.
Oh, nipple shade.
Yes.
Let's not go there today.
If you it does look Italian. If you answer a person's question, for those people who are watching us on the television and they can't see the chat, they don't have any idea what we're talking about. So Marilyn said, can you expect daily videos from us during our trip? So Marilyn, I'm not sure about that. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say daily, who knows, but I appreciate you asking. Would you like to see videos while we're on our trip, Marilyn?
Yeah, maybe we could at least do shorts daily. That'd be quick.
I don't do a lot of shorts. I mean, every once in a while.
You. That will be something
No,
new.
I know
can
how to
teach you.
do it.
Okay.
I know how to do it, but I don't do anything that exciting to do a short about.
We'll do shorts of you in your shorts. How
Yeah,
about that?
okay.
Well, I mean, shorts, they're fun to do. They're, 8 seconds long.
They're fun to
Mhm.
wear in the summertime so you don't burn or get hot.
Well, we
Oh, you
always
can now
we
see
always-
the chat on TV if you're watching it from TV. I don't think I figured that one out yet.
Yeah, you can.
Ooh.
He's not creepy at all.
I love him. Leave him alone, D. Poor little thing.
He probably puts that thing next to his bed when he sleeps.
I do not.
Protection. For protection.
He's going to go underneath my 1930. I got to get some clothes.
For
Can somebody
protection.
can somebody make him an outfit? Huh?
I probably have outfits that would fit
I'll
that
make
baby.
him an outfit. It'll be a burlap bag with a nice long string.
There you go.
You people are terrible.
You are too. You just don't like to show it.
I'm leaving him. I'm leaving. I think he's fantastic. He's going to go underneath my little 1930s Christmas tree. I need to get some clothes on him, though.
I saw you saying that.
and
I
find
do that
other
under my
Christmas
tree until I
himself.
put presents under there. I put my vintage toys under there, and I got lots of vintage toys.
Yeah, I'm going to do that this year too, Tammy.
I like
I
that
can't put
idea.
anything under my tree because
Of the
there's
cat?
there's not really enough room.
Good night,
underneath
Michelle.
My tree for
Night, Michelle.
boxes and all that stuff. So I can't put. The only thing under my tree is my manger.
Yeah, a sailor suit. You're right, Alicia. He needs a little sail.
Yeah.
A little.
Like one of those Nora Wellings dolls.
He does need a little sailor suit.
Poodle.
He's better than that long-legged thing I had.
You'll find him a treetop as a treetopper after he climbs. Right.
Oh, I wish I was nearby, Scott, because I'd sneak in your house and move that baby all over around.
Oh Lord.
He could be
How
the
do you
little
know it's a
elfy
boy?
guy,
I mean,
elf on a shelf.
you never know with those.
Really?
Move
Really
the
makes
baby
it
around.
Oh Lord.
I have something I want to ask everybody, if I may.
Ask.
I found out from subscribers, and I love it because people, I love what we learned from the subscribers. I went to an estate sale last week, and I bought a wedding dress from the 1940s.
Oh yeah.
You may have seen it. A beautiful old mid to late 1940s wedding dress. Now, nobody wanted it. It was $30. I ended up getting it for $15. It was 7 days. This estate sale went on for 7 days. And this is what was left. And I got this wedding dress. So it has no historical value. I mean, a museum doesn't want some random wedding dress. And I know and I realize there are people who keep old wedding dresses, they collect them, or someone might even want an old wedding dress if they can fit into it or get it altered. But did you know, and I didn't know this, and I think it's wonderful, a subscriber told me that there is a nonprofit, and I guess it's nationwide, but there are chapters in various parts of the country called Angel Gowns. They accept old wedding dresses as donations, and then volunteers take the old wedding dresses and they make burial clothing for infants who die either at birth or die, in the hospital. And they make these beautiful burial clothings for infants out of old wedding dresses. I think it's wonderful. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great way to recycle basically material. It's just material, whether it's a wedding dress or a christening gown or a burial gown.
I never heard that. Very interesting.
I never heard of that, but it is a very nice thing. My mom, my great grandmother, which was my mom's grandmother, made her donate her wedding gown to the old country, to Poland, the people in Poland, because they were poor. So that's what she did with hers.
Well, I want to hear about that, Dee, but I guess I do have a question that I want to put out there. I personally think it's delightful that an old wedding dress, and this wedding dress is huge and it's got a, you know, a huge train. They're going to be able to take this wedding dress and probably make 20 or 30 little tiny, beautiful little burial gowns and then offer them for free to grieving families. I don't have any problem at all honoring the history of the gown. And I just want to know what your feelings are about it. You know, I think some people would go, oh, you know, how terrible it would be to cut that gown up, but it's just material. It's just cloth. And the idea that it could be recycled in such a beautiful way, I have no problem with it. And
well, that's what I was going to say. It's upcycling. It's better to upcycle it and use it for something than have it end up in a landfill.
In a dumpster.
You know what I mean? That's what we do. We save things from the trash. So what's wrong with doing that with a wedding gown? It's the same thing. You're using it for another purpose.
I agree. And hats off to the people that are cutting up that dress and making those baby dresses. You know?
I know, right?
That's very sad, depressing, and wonderful all in the same.
Right,
those
exactly.
mixed feelings, that up and down thing. And it did. I felt very emotional when I was watching your video and seeing the photographs with that wedding dress. That made that wedding dress so much more important when I saw the photographs. You know.
I haven't seen the video yet, but I'll get to it.
And she was wearing a crown. I loved it. It was a beautiful dress. I loved the lace in the front and everything. It was beautiful. What you gonna do with the photos after that then? If you do that.
Say that again, Tammy.
What you gonna do with the photos after that if nobody takes the dress and you donate it?
You know, just keep them or something. I don't know. It's not. It was neat to sort of memorialize in that moment. The bride, the wedding dress. I didn't know those pictures were there until, you know, I saw them and matched them together again. And, you know, there's no like monetary value to keep the pictures and the gown together. And everybody has different beliefs in terms of the afterlife and all of that stuff. But I just think that for one moment, for the people who saw the video, that bride, you know, her beautiful pictures in the gown were together again. And then to be able to save it from the dumpster and have it turned into something else, it is a sad thing, but it's also a beautiful thing at the same time. And I'm totally fine with doing that. And I just kind of wanted to get different folks' thoughts and opinions on it. And people don't have to agree with me. We don't have to, you know, we don't have to be in agreement, but I think that's what I've decided that I want to do is donate that to. It's called Angel Gowns. And if you look it up, I think you'll see that there are chapters all around the nation. And there's one, you know, not too far from where I am who said they would take it.
Well, I mean, I'm interested to look that up around here and see if there's one around here because I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Look it up. Well, I didn't want to like bring down I'm like, you know, I don't think it doesn't have to be like a sad thing. It's also a beautiful thing that people do that. Well, I appreciate your comments on that.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
To do that with it.
Boy, I could go for some Cheetos.
Dee, you lighten your hair.
Big lull in the conversation. It must be 20 of or 20 after. Do you like my lampshade?
Oh, I wanted to tell everybody that I canceled the sale for today because Martha ended up having to go out of town. So I did post a cancellation on Instagram and on my YouTube community tab, but apparently
It
people-
still said going live in 30 minutes. I got that notification.
Yeah, but I didn't schedule it. Like, I didn't schedule it ahead of time. You know what I mean? All I did was make a promo. That's it. I didn't schedule anything. So I don't know how that said going live, because I didn't schedule it.
You had to have scheduled it for it to say going live.
I didn't. I never pre-schedule my sales. Never. I've only done that. I only did that one time when I had that. Remember the guy, Scott? So after that sale, I did it one time where I actually scheduled it. So
I was watching you.
Asturbe Eriche. That's all I'll say in Pig Latin.
Thank you. I do want to say, I don't want to harp on this, but I'm reading. I want everybody to know that I'm reading your comments, and I appreciate what you've said. It sounds like folks are going to encourage me to go ahead and donate that dress for that purpose, and so I appreciate that. And listen, if you sew, if you're a seamstress or seamster, I guess you don't say seamstress, and look that up. That might be something that you want to get involved with. So thank you. And I see your comments, and I appreciate what everybody is saying about that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sadly enough, one of my weddings, I actually rented my dress. I didn't buy a wedding gown. I rented one.
They're expensive.
Yes.
They're very expensive.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I would rather, when my cousin got married, the only wedding I've ever been into, we rented the tux. No reason to buy them.
I hope the weather's going to be nice when we're in Kentucky. Anybody have any ideas? What's the weather like around this time in Kentucky? I need to know what kind of clothes to pack.
True that. I didn't even look that up. I haven't looked yet.
Ask Jeffrey Ross.
Well, we need to look next week because they're not going to.
I think I did. I don't know. Did I ask him? I don't know if I did or not. I will, though.
Well, Tammy and Dee, thank you for jumping in and making it a lot of fun to do these little chit chats after the live sale. It's kind of sort of become a tradition. People hang on, and it's a lot of fun to have you guys join me. Vinny, thank you for moderating tonight, and Dee for help moderating, at the end of the sale last week. I appreciate that. So Tammy, you tell David, get his stuff ready for a week from tonight.
Yes, I will. Actually, he's in there with the grandkids. The grandkids end up staying the night again. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what I was doing. One just came in here, and I was like.
Oh, and I need to remind everybody too that my sale this coming Saturday is going to be my Christmas in July sale.
Oh.
Even though it's June.
Oh my God, that's right. It is June.
Christmas in June sale.
It's that hair. It's that blonde hair, her changing her hair color.
Well, no, I told everybody, I don't know what I was thinking, that it was July already. Oh my God.
We would have already been out of Kentucky by then.
Right?
I know. Oh my God.
You want to rush this vacation?
I'm having an all Christmas sale.
There you go.
What are you looking for?
Packing tape.
This coming Saturday. It's just going to be all Christmas because I have so much of it that I need to get rid of some.
Christmas in July.
She's doing it in June.
Yeah, no, I don't. Holy cow. I don't want to rush the summer. Oh my God, it hasn't even started yet.
Right.
Wow.
Christmas in July in June is what you should title it.
But I know you guys like Christmas all year long. I know.
I just did that drop sale with that Manor House vintage hosted.
I did too. But I still, I've just got so much Christmas because I buy it all year long. So, I mean,
Right.
holy moly.
All right. I am bringing my scary mask for our trip. So let's see how many times I can spook y'all.
What scary mask?
You'll see.
Oh, come on now. She's going to put that thing on when we're doing a live sale and scare the crap out of me.
We're not supposed to be doing. We're not going to do a
Or
live
not a
sale.
live sale. No, we're not.
The live is what I think she meant.
Right.
I did order an extension for CAH off eBay, and it just came today.
Oh, boy.
And I think it's going to be fun.
What is CAH?
Cards Against Humanity?
Because we played I think the regular set when we were in Texas, but I was like, okay, let me see if I can find one of the extensions so we can mix it in and have more fun with it.
Hearts for Humanity? What is
Cards.
that?
Cards. Like
Cards.
playing cards. Cards Against Humanity.
CARDS.
Cards Against Humanity. Ooh, that doesn't say.
You're gonna see. You're gonna love it, Scott.
Whoa.
It's hilarious.
It's funny as all get out.
All right.
Can y'all
You'll love
see
it.
Scott playing Cards Against Humanity?
Oh,
I just want to know what y'all's thoughts are on that. Let
I'm
me
gonna have
know
to
in
bring
the
my-
comments.
He's going to have to drink
bring
toilet water.
My
Scott
toilet
will
water and
faint. Scott will faint.
my face powder.
No, let me tell you guys, we didn't film any of that because it's too R-rated for YouTube. But my God,
Oh, dear.
we laughed hysterically.
Ugh.
Listen, I couldn't breathe. I had tears strolling down my face.
I needed a Depends. That's all I'm saying. I needed a Depends for that game.
Depends.
There's a time I want to see if I can play that with my mom and see what happens. I think it'd be
Oh,
fun.
no.
Then Katie was sitting next to me, and she was laughing so hard she could not even read what was on the card, and that made me laugh even more. Oh my God!
Because you know it was bad. You know it was terribly bad what she was gonna say.
Hey, would you like to see my boobesh?
Your what?
My boobesh.
Your boobash.
Those are those candle things, right? To catch the wax, bobeshi or whatever they're called.
Oh, those little.
Those fancy hoity-toity looking things. Sometimes
Like
they have
little
pendants
ripples
dangling
and-
from them.
With
Apples
dangly
to
things on
apples.
them.
We tried apples to apples.
That's
It
right.
was-
I
it was
just sold some of
tried
those,
it.
but mine were plastic. Those are pretty.
Mine are glass.
Those are pretty.
Bougie. It is a very art.
they're
It's definitely not
green. I like
YouTube
that.
safe, that game. But it's funny as all get out.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, Colleen. Yeah, I know. Scott tries to change the subject by doing show and tell.
He's like, I can't wait to see him in it. We'll probably
thinks
get a
we're
good
dumb.
meme out of him if we're recording him. We'll probably get a good meme, like, those faces he makes all the time.
Yes,
Yeah, those.
yes. Everybody liked the little grandma that I put at the end of my drop sale, Scott, that I got from you. Yeah, her.
The
Oh,
first
and Rick-
video you and I died laughing at when we met up
Yeah.
while we were live.
Yes. Well, that was you that died and were laying on the
Oh,
floor.
I did because I wasn't expecting that.
I'm gonna go turn on my party lights. Hold on.
You got party lights?
You party lot.
Does
I
that mean
just
people
need
show
a
up
party.
when you turn them on?
Well, we'll find out because I just installed them today. I have not lit them up yet. Do you remember when I was a kid? We would play around on my grandparents. I had one set of grandparents' back porch. They had those plastic party lights, like from the 50s. From the 50s.
What were they?
party lights. They were plastic, they like Chinese lanterns, and they were strung up around the outside porch.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure do.
And it was like hard plastic from the 50s.
Oh, yeah.
So they did have Chinese lanterns in the 1920s and 30s, but they're impossible to find today. But I do have I have a whole string of 1950s plastic party lights, and I strung them up on my front porch, even though not 1930s, 40s, it still gives that kind of look. And it took me forever to put those up, and I haven't plugged them in yet.
How you doing, Dave?
There he is.
I guess he didn't want to say hi.
Hello, hello.
Come in here acting pissy.
I can't hear him.
I'm the #1. Do not miss anything. What?
Yeah, bit by a mosquito. I'm gonna have
Go
Punta
on
Bar.
YouTube and watch videos of people playing Cards Against Humanity. It's pretty funny.
Do we have that?
No, I don't have it. Skyline has it. But
Dave, I bought an extension, and it just arrived
He's
today.
bringing
I'm
it
bringing it with
Okay.
me.
Everybody
We're gonna
said
field day.
Scott will faint.
He won't faint.
Hold on.
He is not as innocent as he makes himself out to be. He's just not. He isn't.
You're telling on him why he's not here.
It's
Our
true.
innocent Scott.
No, I hear him.
Good.
Let's plug in my party lights.
Our Scott's innocent.
I don't know anything about this game you're talking about. Hey, David. Oh, he was there.
He already left.
Oh.
I did.
Hey,
Oh,
David.
he's gone.
He's seeing things, isn't he?
I'm glad Poodle believes me,
Well, I'm too late.
and KP believes me too. Go on YouTube, you guys, and watch grandmas play Cards Against Humanity. It's one of the funniest things I
Oh,
think I've ever
grandma?
seen in my life.
I bet
Oh
that would be funny.
my gosh.
I would not want to play that game with my parents. No.
I'm going to see if we can get my mom to play it and see what
Oh
happens.
my God. I can't believe you would do that.
I think it's going to be fun, especially when she sees what she has to read.
It stands for the thrill of the thrift. Come on, Karen.
Who is that?
Because that's what it says on my underneath
She
my.
abbreviated her
Oh.
full name.
I was like, who is the thrill of the thrift? Who is that?
Well, I know that's what happens when you find something really good at the thrift.
Well, yeah. Which is tomorrow. Tomorrow's my thrifting day. Oh, the 10-mile yard sale is this coming weekend.
Oh, is it? How long? 10 mile?
Yeah, it's only 10 mile, but it's all right. Me and my Aunt Dana go every
Where's
year.
our 90-mile one?
Who I'll be
This
going
year-
Good.
Yeah, Karen's like,
Independence Day
duh.
I
weekend.
think it's in June.
That's when ours is.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, check him
I
out.
think
I'll
we
be
got a
right
text.
back. In my Winnie the Pooh pajamas.
He's showing us the lantern lights.
Oh, they're in your house? Or is that on your porch?
Yeah, I'm on my front porch.
The porch.
These are the party lights.
They look good. I like them there.
Yeah, I do too. They're from the 50s. Does anybody remember these from your porches when you were back?
I don't remember them. I don't
remember them.
Oh, I do. They're like Chinese lanterns. They're hard plastic. My grandparents had them on their back porch.
I do like them though.
Yeah, I like the colors.
And all the campgrounds, when we would go down
Weekend. I missed it.
to the shore, they always had these on all the campers and things, camping in the summertime.
Oh yeah, they still do that kind of stuff today.
Yeah.
Decorate the lights on the outside of their campers and their RVs.
Abso-bloomin'-lutely.
She says, I'm old, I remember.
Oh, I didn't show you the cat.
What did you say? The cat?
Yeah.
You got a new cat?
No. Well, yes and no. I did get a new cat, but not one that's alive. Dee put her pajamas on.
She already had them on. She just went to get
She got her
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
She needs them Cheetos.
No, there's no Cheetos because my son ate them.
Oh, you should buy like 3 bags of those, D, and hide them around the house so you only know where they are.
I want
Then it'd be a scavenger hunt for her to remember where they are.
Or buy the Flamin' Hot ones if he doesn't like the Flamin' Hot ones.
Oh no, he loves hot stuff. Are you kidding?
Does he like Donna Summer? 'Cause that's who sings that song.
I want to show you a cat.
Show us your cat.
Okay.
You got
Oh,
another one?
Cheryl, I got you.
It's not the one at the fireplace where your mama's sitting next to?
Yes, I did not get a live cat, but I did get this cat, and I've been trying to find this cat forever. Let me not drop it. I have a photograph of my mother at her grandparents' house in 1945, and right next to her by the fireplace is this cat. And it's somewhere along the line it got broken, but I found it. This is the same cat that's in that old picture from 1945.
I love it.
And it's very tall. It's made out of ceramic, and it's
Oh, wow.
12,
I thought it was 24 inches or something.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's about 20 inches tall.
I'm looking for one now since you showed us.
And it's the tallest one. It's the biggest one that you'll find. And it's very deco. Look at the face on the cat. Hey, David, there he is.
Hello.
He's back.
And
I
I had
had one
one.
you earlier, but you left.
I had been searching for this cat for so long. And there it
You
is.
found this at a Goodwill bin?
No, I bought this at an antique store when I was with Patrick in Pennsylvania. And I have to show you some other time. I'll show you. I don't have the photograph here to show you. Well, I do have it, but I don't know where it is. Of this in front of the fireplace at my great grandfather's house when in 1945. So Deco cats have been around for quite a while.
So David's going to steal that vase that he's always looking at from since 3 years ago. And I'm going to steal the cat next time we're over.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see about
I'm
that.
going to put a picture of one wherever you have it. I'm going to put a picture there so you'll
We
never
could
know
clean
it's
the
gone.
house out when the next time he locks himself in the bathroom.
Right.
Just replace it with a Felix.
Quick,
cat.
run down the street and get a U-Haul.
Felix the cat.
Felix the cat.
You'll never know.
Staples.
Where are you going to put that cat? Are you going to put it next to your fireplace?
Yes.
Good one.
A hood ornament. Mhm.
Hood ornaments.
And if I'm here long enough, one of these days I'm going to have a real fireplace built into the corner of my living room. Someday.
If you're here long enough, you thinking about moving again?
I mean, if this is a forever house, it could be. It might not be. But if it is, I'm going to have a fireplace built.
I always wanted a house with a fireplace, but
We have an electric fireplace.
Lori's going to stow away in my car. She's going to meet up with us all. She's going to hide in my car.
She's gonna pack herself away in a suitcase.
Yeah, Martha comes through my house stealing stuff all the time.
That's funny.
well, Lori,
Landon does.
hey, Lori,
Everybody thinks Martha does.
Lori, aren't you in Kentucky?
No, she's in Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana. Okay.
She's next door in Louisiana.
Okay. I don't know why I thought she was in Kentucky.
That far. He's around Baton Rouge or somewhere around
Mhm.
Well, I don't have anything else exciting to do or say. So
I'm just hungry. I've been trying to diet and I'm starving. So yeah.
That's not part of a diet. That's starving
there.
yourself.
You had me on all poopy.
I know. What'd you say, David?
That I made him come on all poofy.
Oh, poofy?
His hair's all poofy.
Poof poof.
Doesn't look poofy. It looks
And the
nice.
eyebrows.
it looks good.
Look at Dee's hair. You notice Dee's hair? You didn't notice?
It's blonde.
What candles, Karen?
The ones you showed with the baboosh. I was about to say babushka. Bobesh.
Babushka.
Isn't that
Oh,
Jewish for grandma or something, or Russian for grandma?
No,
We get
it's
Dee-
Polish for a
When we get Dee
headstone.
back to Texas, we're gonna take her to a
Oh.
small town salon. They can give her a big.
The other one is up on top of the china
I can
closet.
do that.
Bub-
Do y'all want me to bring y'all some Bucky, what are they called?
beaver nugget.
Beaver nuggets? Do y'all want some beaver nuggets?
I'll take 2 bags, please.
One.
Wow.
One.
I don't
One-
think Scott ever got the beaver nuggets. Did you get beaver nuggets?
Yeah, you gave me a bag.
Okay.
They're
I did.
good.
Oh my God, I could eat that whole bag in like 2 minutes.
I think
Yeah,
you did when we
so
were
good.
in Philadelphia last, didn't you?
Probably. No, because I was dieting then.
Whenever we had them the first time. Maybe it was at the row house.
No.
No, that was that last time we were in Philadelphia. I meant the first time.
Oh yeah. Yep.
What are beaver nuggets?
They're just caramel covered puffs, aren't they?
Yeah, they're kind of a cross between like Cracker Jacks and what's that? Fiddle Faddle or something?
And corn puffs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very-
kind of like
very-
pirate booty.
What?
You've never heard of pirate booty? It's like
No.
lightly puffed
Hey.
popcorn.
We're getting
Cheese.
worse. Beaver nuggets to pirate booties.
Don't you want to
Nuggets and booties. We're in.
Scott, I can't keep one of those alive.
Neither can I.
What,
I have a
mother-in-law's
brain cell.
tongue?
You cannot kill a snake plant.
It's alive. It died and it's starting to spring back a little bit. But no, I killed it.
You can't kill a snake plant.
I did. I don't know how, but I did.
I killed an air plant.
Me too.
You didn't give it no air.
She suffocated it. Put it in the cloche.
See the snake plant? And you know what's funny? You want to know what's funny?
I know Justine Januszewski because my great grandma and great grandpa were right from Poland, Babci and Jaji.
When I
Yes.
planted this, when I did the video of me planting it, some lady wrote, and her comment was, "Well, Scott, despite of the fact that you did everything wrong, maybe that plant will survive."
Her.
I thought it was hilarious, and so I said, "Oh, no, please don't tell me I did everything wrong." But you know how people are with their comments.
They have to put their 2 cents in even when it's not welcomed or needed.
My snake plant is doing just fine, despite the fact that I did everything wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Karen
green thumb. I
says that
can't
you
keep
can,
anything
and she killed
alive.
one from her grandmother that she had for years.
It's hard to kill a snake plant.
It's not hard for Tammy.
I don't know. I don't know if I overwatered it or did not water it. I don't know.
Anyway, I'm ready to go to bed.
Which
I'm
one?
horrible. The snake plant, the mother-in-law's tongue, or whatever they call it. Snake plant, mother-in-law's tongue, right?
Yeah.
I've heard them called both ways. Hey, don't forget, you got to sell next Monday
Oh, I know.
with Scott on Scott's.
Well, this
We think
Saturday
it's
will be my
acceptable.
last sale before we go.
I have to record.
Oh, my first collection series is coming out Thursday.
Episode
Oh
1.
my
Episode
goodness.
1. I didn't put episode. I just said collection series.
Season 1, episode 1.
Don't they have a limit on how many hours a video can be?
Yeah.
On StreamYard?
Dee does all these live sales with all
I'm
these
being
people.
sarcastic, Vinny.
She's never asked me
For my collection series.
to do a live sale with her.
You gonna do a moo collection?
I don't have a moo collection.
Yeah, you do.
No,
Dee,
I
Oh my
don't.
God.
You don't want me to do a live sale with you sometime, Dee?
What's that, Scott?
When are you going to invite me to do a live sale?
I told you it would have to be in July because we're going away. And
He didn't want to do a live sale with me.
You need to come on with David and be two chaps and a girl.
2 chaps and a girl.
Oh my God.
2
That's a
chaps and a
Mrs. Roper
chick.
moo.
It's
Two
2
chaps
chaps,
and a chick.
and a chick.
Yeah, 2 chaps and a chick, not 2 chaps and a girl.
Where that
David, what is
Two
that
chaps
thing?
and a lady.
That's a very Mrs. Roper moo.
Is that your poncho, David?
It's poncho. Is that
look-
your poncho?
It looks like a poncho. It's a moo.
Oh. I love it.
Mrs. Roper.
Are you bringing that on vacation, Tim?
I'm bringing it. Yeah,
David's
You
gonna
have to
wear it.
I'm gonna walk into Buc-ee's with it.
Oh God.
No, but you got to get the curlers in your hair. The
Yes.
rolled curlers.
And I want somebody please go on eBay and find an original Claudette Leberge package so that we can put that with it. So Tammy, would you wear that? Tammy?
That LaBerge package. Package of what? Pantyhose?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. What you're talking about?
Oh, look, Vinny's got a cigarette.
Try that with your pantyhose.
And splash yourself with Ginette.
And splash yourself with the Ginette.
I don't have a moo collection. I am
what?
going to
I
have a
sold
collection
that.
of videos. Huh?
I sold the Ginette and the skinny dip cologne set.
Told you, people love that stuff.
Well, I kind of figured they would sell, but
You didn't like the lamp I showed you.
I
The
thought it was
Ginette-
hilarious.
I'm surprised you didn't buy that thing because those
That
are
thing
worth
was
money.
It was $75.
Was it really?
Wow, that's a lot of
Wowzer.
Ginette.
That's crazy.
I'm with you, Alyssa. It's time to go to bed. I'm on the East Coast too, and it's
Yeah.
11 o'clock at night.
It is. It's 11 o'clock here too.
Yeah, and somebody woke me up at 7:30 with text messages.
Me
Wonder who that
too. Me
was.
too.
It wasn't me.
Wonder who that was.
This thing, I want you to listen for a second. Listen. Can you hear that? That's my bed calling my name.
I didn't
Yeah,
hear
it
it.
wants to throw you on the floor.
Can you hear it? Woohoo!
Hairdresser. Good night, everyone. Thank you for hanging in and joining us. Vinny, Dee, Tammy, and David, thanks for joining me. It's always fun to chat with you guys, and I'll see you guys in about 10 days.
10 days, counting down. Bye, you guys.
See ya.
See you. Peace.
Toodle oodle noodles.
Oh, we're out.